Hey guys, it's not stop talking, and today after a long time we are baking. So guys, can you guess what we're baking today? I'm gonna give you two hints. The first one is chocolate chips and the second one is apples. Can you guess? We're baking cookies, but we're adding a twist to the cookies. We're making half and half cookies. Half of them are going to be chocolate chip and half of them are going to be apple, like this painting. Half is going to be apple and the other half is going to be chocolate chip. So let's get started. So guys, the measurements are going to be on our website. I'll put a link to that in the description box below, and let's get to the first step. Now we're moving on to our first step, which we have to cream our butter and sugar together. So make sure your butter is softened, because if your butter is not softened, you're going to end up in a lump. Add your sugar 1 tablespoon at a time. Then we'll add our first tablespoon of sugar. Okay, now we're going to add our dry ingredients, that's flour, baking powder, and the baking soda. First, you have to add half of your flour, because little is better, not too much. Now we're going to add a pinch of baking soda. It's so less that you cannot measure it. Now you're going to fold that together. Now once you end up with a dough like this, your dough is done. But if you have some flour left over, that's completely okay. Now we're going to add our milk. We have a very little milk. We're going to add even a little bit of milk. And now we need to roll that to make our dough a bit moist. You'll know that your dough is done when the dough starts leaving the edges of the bowl. Now split my dough into 2 equal halves. We're going to mix apple into the first half and chocolate chips into the other half. And the chocolate chips, my favorite part. Maybe I'm going to sneak some into my mouth. Chocolate chips. You can do it with your hand, it's okay. And we're going to add my apples into the other half of the dough. Some apples. Let me mix them together. Make sure your apples are finely chopped. Now we're going to take a little portion of each of the dough. And you're going to flour your word surface. Keep the other side. You're going to need a little rolling now. And you're going to roll out both of the doughs really close to each other. cookies are done, I'm gonna put them to and preheat the oven at 180 degrees Celsius. So here we go. Now we're gonna bake them for 10 to 11 minutes. But if they're gooey, it's completely okay because they harden up as they cool. So now let's bake the cookies. Guys, the cookies are done. Here is one of the cookies. They smell so good. Lovely. Something smells good. They're good, lovely. Hey, do you want to taste one of the cookies? Yeah. These are apple chocolate cookies. Okay. How are they? They're so good. Okay. They're perfect. So guys, don't forget